Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Underrail. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, I did have a suggestion from Rob to come back over to one of the rooms in the medical quarter that had a lockpicking skill. I believe it was something like 90, to check out to see what's in there. I believe our lockpicking skill should be high enough to do that. Let's look at that real quick. No, it's only 72, so we may not be able to get in there yet. But there's also a few other rooms over here I want to check out as well, and maybe we can get into some of them. Now, I did just save it when I came in through the elevator. It auto-saves, so if we come in here and we get any kind of aggro or something from these security cameras, we may have to electronics 30. Yeah, we can open that pretty easy. Let's see, where's our hacksaw? Right here. It needs some more power, so we're going to go ahead and put some more power in this. Hopefully the security camera does not see us. It's kind of hard to tell where it's at. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to wait until it's fully turned to the right-hand side, and then I'm going to run back over here and open it up. I don't think it can see us regardless. Facing this, yeah, I don't think that can see us. I think this one over here on the top can see us. So maybe that's the one I need to be worried about. Here we go. Can I get into it in time? It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, you know, I got into it, but it didn't... Nice, so it didn't cause any sort of issues. Now, if I close the door, am I able to loot any of this stuff without getting in trouble? We'll find out here in a second. There's a flare here. We're going to go ahead and take that. No alarms, so I'm guessing that's a good sign. Mechanical 40. Well, yeah, we can open that. Let's see. Where's our lockpick? Ventilation shafts cannot go inside the ventilation shafts. That's kind of unfortunate. Lock disabled. Let's go ahead and check what's in that foot locker. So we got some arrows, some bolts. Let's see, 3 bolts. We got a burrower poison throwing knife and 50 SGS credits. That's not too bad of a haul. Now, it did take us a while to get here, so maybe by the time you actually find this area, not really going to be worth it, but, you know, since it's just free money, I mean, how can you turn that down? So let's check out the shelves. Ooh, we got a net and some gasoline. Now remember, the gasoline is pretty heavy. That's 3 pounds a piece. And if you find 4 or 5 of those, which is not uncommon, it's going to add up pretty quickly. So make sure you, you know, dump all this stuff over here in your little lockers. I put all of my stuff in a foot locker. What I should have done is kind of organized them a little bit better and put like my weapons in one locker, my armor in another locker, and then all like the miscellaneous junk in another one. You also have the shelves that you can use as well. So there's a lot of techniques you can use, but oh, this one's locked completely. So either I have to find the key, or you just can never open that one. Electronics 50. Now this one I do need to time perfect, because I'm pretty sure this little security camera will be able to see me from this distance. There we go. So I'll wait for it to pass. And I don't even know if I'll get in trouble for coming in these rooms, but you know, I don't really want to risk it. Let's close that door. There's a locker here. Yeah, we can open that. Going through some lockpicks finally. It's been a very long time since I went through more than 1 or 2 lockpicks here and there throughout the dungeon, so it's kind of nice. There's nothing in it? Come on. I know it's like a random factor, but still. 76 credits for the SGS. That's nice, man. If you came in here earlier, this would be a nice source of income at the very beginning of the game. I'm just worried that I might run into somebody in here that's not too happy about me, you know, rifling through their room while they're sleeping in it. Motion tracking lens, quality 24, not too bad. Mechanics 9, electronics 19. Yeah, we can mess with that. And there's a power box. I wonder what that does. I bet you can come in here and like sabotage the base at the right time. If you come in through this door over here and maybe turn the power off when you know, something's coming by, like if the enemy's about to attack or something like that. Maybe that's what it's for. Although I can't see the security camera, so this might be sticky coming out of this door. Although it's not in red, so I guess only when you're first opening it that it's in red. This one's going to be difficult. This one's... Let's see, does this one hack faster? Cooldown 4 seconds. I think they hack the same amount of speed no matter which version you're using. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one. Let's actually save it real quick, because I don't want to lose the rooms that we did open. We'll go ahead and save it on a new one, and we'll name it Mumbo Jumbo. There we go. I never come up with names for my save games. I have way too many of them. So yeah, it's not something I'm going to mess with, I don't think. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna Try to get this at the right time. There we go. Come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Faster, faster. Oh my god, it's going to see us. Oh, wow. Impossible? Impossible? What's the skill level? It's locked. Oh, you know what? Should have checked that beforehand. And that one's locked too. Okay, let's check these down here. There's 2 more. That one's locked. Yeah, so there's keys for these, I'm sure. Otherwise, maybe the programmers meant to throw something in there later on with the storyline, and that's why they're just locked right now. So electronics 50. Well, we can open that if we can time it right. This one might be sticky because we're going to have even less time to get by because it only has 2 little ticks. I think it's going to see us. No, actually, we had plenty of time on that one. Wow, okay. We'll go in, check that out, and turn the lights on. This is actually one of the first rooms that had lights. Let's see. Ooh, we got some boots. Reinforced Rathound leather boots. Mechanical 3, cold 1, energy 1. Armor penalty is 19%. Stealth increased by 3. Persuasion decreased by 3. So, not too bad. I don't really like the armor penalty. That's pretty rough. 20%. That's almost as high as the armor that I'm wearing right now, just for the breastplate alone. And that one does like 10 times more protection than the boots do. So yeah, I don't really see why I should have such a high armor penalty for just boots. No, nothing in there. What about over here? A light. So it has 2 light switches? What did that turn on? Oh, it turned on a light over here somewhere. It's kind of weird. Let's check out the desk. Ooh, can always use more health hypos, so this is not a bad haul after all. Would have been better at the beginning, though. I mean, those health hypos are pretty hard to come by. Capsules times 4, so we're going to take that. Footlocker. Mechanics 25. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go ahead and open this. Again, I'm kind of disappointed that you can't go into all the ventilation shafts. It seems like they have picked and choose which ones you're allowed to go into and which ones you aren't. Wow, this is a nice haul right here. 7.62mm Hawker, 10 to 26 mechanical. That would be awesome at the very beginning of the game. And then, of course, you get some flares, some thin mine case, frag mine, which is really nice. I like that one quite a bit. Required skill is 5, detection difficulty is 100%, and it does 20 to 24 heat damage, as well as 3 to 7 shrapnel, each shrapnel dealing 13 to 20 mechanical damage. So you can see just how well that could add up if you put it in the right spot. And you get 350 credits, which is a fortune at the beginning of the game. It's not too bad at this point either, so... 25. Okay, we're going to open that. No, we're going to use just regular ones right there. Now, I am at 999 SGS credits, so I'm kind of interested. Oh, yeah, it did start another stack, just like the other coins did. Okay. Wow, another 300 coins and an EMP mine case. Oh, my God. Yeah, if we do a stealth build and I, you know, concentrate on lockpicking and things so I can get by the enemies on one of our other playthroughs, this is the room I'm going to look forward to coming in the most. Although... because I have been told that it's random, you know, when I come into this room, there's a good chance that, you know, it's not going to be here, and this is just like a one-time thing. This room right here is kind of blocked off by that electronics 50, so I can open it. I just, what is that going to accomplish? Because it's locked. I guess we can try. I mean, we have the power to spare, so yeah, let's see if we can get that without getting caught. Although this is going to be tricky, because this is right here. It's probably a waste. Like, there's no reason to do it. Let's wait. Right there is where I think it will see us, so we'll wait until it does that again. One more time. Go for it. Come on, hack it. Oh, yeah, I think we're going to have plenty of time on this one. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. That would just be a waste if you didn't know that was there. I would be so disappointed. What about this door? No, it's locked. Okay. So that is the barracks, your little area for your room. Armory, I don't think there was any places there. The commons, I don't think there was anyone. Let's go check out the medical place, because I know there's at least one there. Although I don't know if we're going to be able to open it, because I think Rob said it was 90 on the lockpicking scales. So if it is, that's going to be way too high. Electronics 90. Okay, yeah, I think we can handle that. Because we do have a, yeah, 102 with our really good hacksaw and 97 with our Mach 2. So even just the regular 97 one should work just fine. Let's close that down so we can see a little bit more of the screen. Oh, this is going to be a big room, isn't it? It has a little light on it. Only the big rooms seem to have a light. Although, it may be somebody in here. This may be like a medical bay or something. What do we got here? Syringes? Yeah, 5 of those. We'll take that. What about over here? Ooh, what is this? A doctor's coat. 2 of them. Armor suit. Wearing this doesn't suddenly make you a doctor. Or does it? Oh, man, that's sweet. I'm going to take that, and we're going to put that on just to see what it looks like. So let's move over. Oh my god, look at that, guys. That is cool. Oh man, I wish you could dress up as, say, why am I wearing 2 of them? Like, it put both of them on, not just one, but it put both of them on. Is that a thing? Does it do more protection to have 2 on, or is that just a bug? I'm pretty sure that's just something they're gonna get to eventually, because I don't think that should be the case with 2 of them on there. But yeah, I wish you could camouflage yourself, kind of like in that one game. What is it called? The one where he goes around killing people and he puts on different people's outfits and stuff like that. Oh, they made a movie about it too. I can't even think of the name now. Capsules 2 and another doctor's coat. This is pretty sweet. Ooh, what is this? A computer console. Welcome to Southgate Station Medical Database. Main. Access patient records. Access medical inventory or exit. You know what? I'm going to go to the records first just to kind of see what this little thing is all about. Open recent patient list. Open patient archives. Let's go to the recent patient list. Adrian Banks, or Adron Banks, reported having trouble falling asleep again. Prescribed Ramaron for now. We'll see tomorrow how it went. Updated. It worked. We'll continue monitoring her condition. So she has a problem sleeping. She has insomnia, which is kind of cool to know. It's a little bit of backstory that you get, which I kind of been sorely wanting. I've been wanting some more backstory on the individuals that we've kind of been messing around with. Chronic back pain. Prescribed painkillers. Gabapentin. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of these things this time. We're getting low on other painkillers, and we don't have anyone suffering from epilepsy, so that will have to do. Okay, I guess they're just trying to make do with what they have, and it's not exactly an ideal world, so they may get stuff that is not exactly what they should be getting. Forehead laceration. Big Brett showed up with a deep cut, about 10 centimeters long across forehead, caused by him tripping in the hopper pen and hitting one of the rocks. His forehead got disinfected, stitched up, and bandaged. I told him to return tomorrow to check for any potential problems, infections, etc. Wow, so he tripped and hit his head in the pen. I'm pretty sure that's something he probably wouldn't want too many people to know about. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah, it's kind of cool that even he is clumsy at times. So next time he gives me a hard time, I'll be sure to hint at the fact that I know. He won't know how I know, because you don't really want to tell him you broke into the medical library and checked out everybody's records, but you could have heard it from the grapevine from somebody, so you could kind of use that to your advantage. So this guy's having sharp chest pains. I hope it's not serious. Madre came with everyone asleep and complained about sharp chest pains, waking him up. I checked him out but couldn't find anything. Took some samples, left him in the office where I did some testing. Other than slightly lower vitamin B levels, nothing wrong with him. Updated. He said everything is fine now, few days without chest pains. Told him to see me if the pain returns. Ooh, that's kind of serious though. Okay, what does this guy have? Depression. Well, in this world, I am not surprised. It's not exactly the ideal future that, they probably wanted for themselves. Joe came and asked for depression pills. I'm not even going to try to pronounce those things. Said it's the only thing that helps her. I administered placebo treatment because I have reason to believe it's all in her head. Gave her some inert tablets. We'll monitor her further condition. Update, the tablets helped her a lot, just as I suspected. We'll prescribe more and continue to monitor her condition. Well, I mean, if she can get away without actually taking any medicine and it helps her, then so much the better. Let's see, Lucas. What does he have? A broken toe. Ouch. That is going to hurt. Lucas dropped a grenade case on his foot and smashed his toe. Well, that's the least of his concern when messing with grenade cases and things of that sort. Fixed him up and prescribed him painkillers. Recommended only light painkiller doses so that he doesn't overuse. Doesn't slow down the healing process. Okay, so That's everybody's records. What about open patient archives? Access denied. For further information, please contact your administrator. You should be able to hack that. I think I should have the... Let's go into the inventory. Surgical equipment, standard equipment, medications, notes, and back. So let's go into surgical equipment. Oh, wow. So there's a lot of stuff here. Bone chisels, 7 out of 10. No, we need to get these. Okay, so select to open. Can I click on any of this stuff? No, I can't click on any of it. So they're actually out of a few things, but it doesn't allow me to... I don't know, can I put stuff in the cabinets maybe that they need? Although I don't think I've ever found any of this stuff, like the bone lever and the drill, the mallet, the saw. I don't think I've ever seen any of that stuff. It's kind of interesting to see what they're out of, though. We need more of these. Dissecting knife. They have 14 out of 14. He says, note, we need more of these. I mean, how many of those do you need, man? Select to open submenu. Note, the number of certain types are not correct. Recheck. What? Select. How do you select? You can't click on anything here. Man, there's a long, long list of stuff that they have. Okay, well, that's not very useful to me. What about standard equipment? Can I click on any of that stuff? No. And they're pretty much full on all of this as well. The tongue depressor, they're at 4 out of 6, but everything else they have... In fact, the kidney dish, they have 6 out of 5. Note, how is this possible? Even they don't know how that's possible. Like, how can you have 6 out of 5? That's kind of weird. Huh, maybe he's just throwing in a little bit of humor. Let's see, let's go by their medications. The medication list is too long for you to review them all. Well, the last couple lists have been pretty freaking long, so I don't even want to know how long that one is. What about notes? New medical equipment. Let's see, repair the lock pad, surgery room lights, and empty. Okay, let's check out the new medical equipment. We received new medical equipment soon. The existing inventory will need to be rechecked and expanded unless we risk the same mistake happening like the last time. Let's see, Quentin's retrieved a dose of... Yeah, he mentioned he needed it for testing on burrowers. Note, why do we even have a dose of the most powerful neurotoxin in our inventory? That's a good question. I mean, you know, if this is a medical bay, you don't really want poisons in the medical bay. I understand, like, antidotes, but the poison should be in, like, the research facility or something like that. Let's see, repair the lock pad. Reminder to notify someone to check that broken lock pad. I swear, it took 10 to 15 tries for it to finally accept my key card. Ah, okay, well, not really any use to me. I mean, maybe if she had put the code in there and said, have somebody fix the code so it actually worked, and then the code actually works for me, that might be useful, but what about the surgery room? Lights are flickering. It looks like a horror scene in there. Call someone to fix it. It does kind of look like that. Empty. I wish I could add my own notes in here, like, fix your security system because somebody hacked you. Somebody got in here. Ooh, what is this? Is it the morgue? Oh, that is... I don't know if I want to open that. Freezer. Nothing in there. I don't know if I really want to open the morgue guy. Ugh, what am I going to find? So nothing? It just opens it up? Okay. Well, there's something there. Oh, man. The body bag in front of you contains a male corpse. The label on the bag reads Patrick Pierce. It appears that the corpse has been here for some time, but the extremely low temperature of the freezer prevents it from leaving the corpse. Touch it. Why? Oh, why ever touch the corpse? But I guess we're gonna do it because it's an option. You touch the corpse, but nothing interesting happens. Thank you. Yes, that we don't want zombies. Right? With all the stuff we have to deal with, the zombies is one of the few things we don't need. It'd be interesting. It'd be kind of cool, but you know what? I could leave all the things open. I don't know. You know, if you leave this open, I wonder. Yeah, leave the corpse. So I can't even close it, can I? Morgue freezer. There we go. I wonder if you leave it open, if the corpse will, you know, defrost and something bad happens. And nah, I think we're gonna leave it there. I don't want to mess with that. That's kind of messed up, if you ask me. I don't think that's really something we need to do. Now, I haven't actually been able to come in here because there's always somebody in here. This guy working out, and he is actually over here now. Bison. Wow, I didn't know Bison worked out over here. Why does he even have a desk? I want to learn some psi abilities. What are your thoughts on the Faceless invasion? I have to go. Let's see. Never mind. Let's talk about something else. What about your thoughts on the Faceless? If I would have to guess, I'd say that Core City probably overstepped some boundary and messed with the Underrail infrastructure in some way that was harmful to the Faceless. I say this because if you look at the past at the actual credible accounts of Faceless attacks, it was usually a battle over some key infrastructure element, such as a master ventilation or energy grid node. So you think they might have rerouted some power or airflow to the determinant of the... or yeah. Okay, well, I guess it could be their fault, but either way, everybody here is vying for power and life and food and resources in some way, so it's bound to happen, and you just kind of have to be prepared for it. So if they knew that was a possibility, they should have had their military, you know, on active alert, had extra people down there just in case. Although it seemed like they got their butts kicked regardless. The guys had, like, space weapons, I mean, like laser beams and stuff like that. I don't think they would have had a chance no matter how many people they had, but they probably would have be able to put up a decent fight at the very least and maybe sway them from doing it again in the future just by, you know, causing them a few casualties rather than just them getting their butts kicked so badly. If I had to guess, yes, we don't know to what extent the Faceless rely on the Underrail system, but they are humans, I think, or living beings at least, so they have to breathe, and their machines have to be powered somehow. So I want to learn, that's pretty much all he has to say. I think that's all the rooms that I can go into right now. I guess we can go look real quick. We do have a little bit of time to mess around in here. Let's see. Armory, no, there's no rooms over there. Commons, there might have been some rooms in the common. I don't think there was. Library, maybe. We'll have to look real quick. Let's see. Oh. This room right here. Let's see. Can we get in here? Hopefully. No, it's locked. Dang it. Is there anybody new in the cantina? Well, there's Newt is in here. Let's see. Anybody else? Worker, commoner, anybody else? No. Old Jonas is in here, and our bartender. So let's talk to Newton. Thank you very much for helping me out there. I'm in your debt. You're welcome. Just be careful next time in those caves. Just came here to tell you you're a wussy. See you later. So this is the guy we rescued at the very beginning of the game that was in the medical bay for a very, very long time. I guess now he's over here having a drink with his friends. Let's see. What about old Jonas? What does he have to say? Take a seat, youngster. Have a drink. You don't need to be rushing about all the time. I hear you are very knowledgeable of the tunnels, and I could use some advice. Let's barter. Let's check to see what he has. He might have some new stuff in here. You know, it's decent stuff, I guess. He doesn't really have too much cash on him. Can I sell to him? What does he buy? 2 traps and 3 batteries. Well, I don't want to sell any of those, really. I guess I could sell the frag mine. Don't really need it. I don't really use those too often. No, he's only going to give me 17 for it? Oh, you're a punk, man. But he does have a Hacksaw Mark III, so if you haven't gotten those by now, you can come in here and maybe get one from him. Grants 2 extra utility slots. Grants 1 extra utility slots. Traps increased by 10%. Cooldown of arming traps decreased. I don't need that. How much does that weigh? 2 pounds. I get 17. Dang, that's not worth it. That's like crap. Like, that's worse than crap. That's like an insult. Like, oh man, look how much it says it's worth. It says it's worth 175. You'd never get anywhere close to what it says it's worth. I don't know why. I don't know where this value marker is coming from, but yeah, that's pretty low. I guess I should. Nah, man, I don't know, because it's weight. We're gonna hold on to it because that's just it's too crap. So the earthquake, yeah, same thing. On the thoughts list, invasion. Oh, I haven't asked her that one yet. I'm very worried about the whole situation. It's not that we don't get station wars often, but they never involved the Faceless so far. My late husband was a scavenger, and he encountered the Faceless occasionally. They are not like us, you know. You can't negotiate or reason with them like you can with a human enemy. You don't know what motivates them. So how bad was it? The earthquake? Yeah. Well, that's what every, you know, side always says. You can't negotiate with them until eventually that you can. Like, you have to figure out what they're after and what they're trying to do, and then, you know, then you start to understand them a little bit more, and they don't become like this evil. Well, sometimes they're even more evil once you understand them, but at least you can predict to some extent how they're going to react. And it just seems like nobody has really taken the effort to really try to study the Faceless because they are so dangerous. I can't blame them, but at the same token, you can't really say that, you know, you can't understand them if you haven't even tried. So, and that's locked as well. I guess everything else is going to be locked. I think that's going to be it. Although we did get quite a bit of money from that one room. That was almost double the amount of money that we already had. So let's go ahead and head back down. This has been a pretty intense episode, just searching the SGS as far as the lengthwise goes. So hopefully we can actually get into some combat here. I don't know. It might be pretty far away. And I do want to actually travel by train eventually, but I'm having so much fun exploring the surrounding areas that I don't really want to stop yet. Like, I want to keep going, and there's so much over here to explore. Because we did, I think, the first, like, 3/4 of the game with, or the 3/4 of the videos that we've done so far, just going with the main storyline. So I do want to try to take a little bit extra time and go off on some of the side stuff. I should kind of mix it up and do a little bit here and a little bit there, but like I said, I'm just having so much fun. Wish I had time to chat, but I'm very busy right now. How much damage? We've already asked him that. So this guy has never offered us anything. He's been here the whole game, and there's not a whole lot we can do with him. So I'm guessing at some point he will become useful, I'm hoping. I mean, pretty much anybody with a named has at some point, for us at least, given us a quest or given us some information. Usually a quest. I mean, he becomes like an actual part of the story, but for him, not so much. Not yet anyway. So I'm kind of interested to see how he will play out. Maybe not even have him there for the first part of the game, because he is kind of one of those things where you just go back over and over and over again to check to see if he has something to say, and he never does. So kind of disappointed with that. The rat hounds haven't respawned yet. We've pretty much searched all of these little passageways. We were down here in the bottom searching down there last time, and I think this one we're going to keep going over to the right. I know I need to go down to the bottom and finish searching down there as well, but I kind of want to keep going east and see if maybe we can find the battery factory. Like I said, if any of you guys know where that is, let me know if I'm even heading in the general right direction to find that. But man, we searched so much of this area, and it just kind of leads us back around in a circle over and over and over again, in a different circle each time. Like, there's smaller ones and then a bigger one around that, and if you need a bigger one around that, or it will lead us up and then go back down again, and you'll meet up with other ones, so other tunnels and stuff like that. So there we go. So one guy's dead. Did it hit the other one? I don't think it hit the other one. Let's end our turn. Yeah, see, it didn't hit anybody. So wait for my power to go back up. There was another rat hound literally right here as that one got killed. Where is it at? Oh, wow, it ran pretty far away. And we have an alpha, guys. Nice. Okay, I don't think this is going to bounce. I think it's going to be too far. But we'll see. There we go. We got lucky. But it only bounced once. That kind of sucks. So let's see. If we hit this guy, it will probably kill him. If it doesn't, it's going to at least stun him, and that's exactly what we want. And then we can go ahead and use our premonition, get another little bit of fire on him, maybe make him run away. At the very least, cause quite a bit of damage. There we go. And what is he at right now? About 40% maybe? 45 maybe? Okay, we're going to stun you. And you're a little closer, so it should bounce. And this guy's feared. There we go. That's exactly what we like with that spell. If it doesn't bounce, it's just almost a complete waste compared to the other spells that we could be using. Haha, you're dead, Punk. Yes. Let's see, what do you got? Ah, man. These rat hound leathers, I almost don't want to pick them up, but you can sell them occasionally, so I am going to. 4 pounds a piece on that. The large intestines are 4 pounds. No, I mean the rat hound leather pellets are 5 pounds, I should say. Sorry, guys. Adrenal gland is only half a pound, so that's not too bad. And I can always convert that stuff later. These are 5 pounds, as I said before. I can make them into leather armor. The only downside to that I've really seen is, well, not a downside, just doesn't really help at all, is that the leather armor weighs just as much as the pelt. Like, there's no, with the adrenal glands, I can put that into a potion and convert that over, and I actually lose a little bit of the weight that I had been gaining. I don't think this is the right area. Are we going around in circles? I think this is... I guess let's keep heading in this direction. I think it's a dead end, though, if I remember correctly. And I do apologize, guys. This is a friggin' huge area over here. If I can't find out where I need to go, then I will go ahead and pause the video, try try to figure it out. And at the very least, we can take the train if we have to. But I kind of want to head over to the junkyard before we even do that, because there's a few quests over there that I really want to finish. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can head down here. I think I did go down there once, didn't I? Man, it's been so long. Because I only play this game on Mondays and Fridays, so yeah, it does take a little while to remember. And because we've been down here for so long, it's one of those things where it's kind of all blurring together a little bit, so I should go back and try to remember. Come on, load up. It's taking so long. Let's see. Okay, so ventilation shaft. We were going to come in here and check that out anyway, so we might as well come up here and open that up. Maybe that might lead us somewhere new, maybe not, but it's worth a check, because sometimes you can find some interesting stuff in there. Where is my little tool, my Omni tool? Where is it at? I don't see it. Let me sort my stuff. Omni tool, there it is. And we will go ahead and force this open. Now you can always use a crowbar as well, but again, it says with a crowbar you can't close it after the fact. I've never had any reason to close it. I guess if you're trying to be really, really sneaky. Oh, there's like a whole little thing in here. That's kind of cool, a little ramp over here. What about this? Where does this lead? Oh, a completely different area that we have not been to before. Yeah, see? You always want to check things out, guys. You just never know what you're going to happen on. And we will come back in here, obviously, to check to see what's down here as well. But I want to come over here and see what's in this little area. Come on. Do something good. What is this? 12.7 millimeter case, 9 of them. It's not good. That's just extra junk. Nothing even in that one. And what is this? Knife handle? Mechanics 10? That's just junk. Come on. Oh, there's another zone over here. Yes. Perfect. This is really nice. I like how they can put the secret stuff in here that if you don't take the extra time to look around, you're just not going to find it. You know, you're not going to be able to get into all this stuff, and you're going to get some really, really cool stuff, I hope, coming down this way. Although this is a perfect tunnel to put traps in. So, I don't think you can walk over your own traps. I think you'll set them off yourself. So that might be kind of difficult to set it up and then try to like run them back through this area and have them set them off as well. What do we got? HE grenade. You know, it's not too bad. 20 to 30 heat damage, 30 to 45 mechanical damage. So that's pretty nice. Tooth necklace. We've already studied this 2 times at a 5. You get 50 points of experience, half a dozen of human teeth on a string, which is just really, really disturbing. It's like the old war movies used to see people do that after they'd gone completely insane. Black cloth, quality 54. That's pretty nice on the quality. Throwing knife, 2 of them, and HE grenades. We're actually getting a lot of grenades lately. Ooh, mechanics 35. Yes, let's use our lockpick. Come on, give me something good. Big bucks, no whammies. I hope that's not copyrighted. For those of you who may have watched the old TV shows back in the day, the old game shows. Smart night vision goggles. Dodge decreased by 25%. Damage to special attacks with ranged weapons increased by 19%. Allows you to see in the dark. Turning on this device costs you 9 energy and consumes an additional 3 energy every 5 seconds. Is that the same one we already had? Do I still have it on me? No, this one actually increases the special attacks by 25. And this one's only 19%, so that's not quite as good as the one we already have. 15 coins and 2 bandages. Yeah, I'll take that. That's actually pretty nice. That's a lot better than the junk we've been getting in the locked chest, so I won't complain about that. Even though it wasn't nearly as good as what we already had, you know, you can't really expect the greatest every single time. So there's a zone entrance over there. Let's keep checking over here. Ventilation shaft. Invisible guy. There he is. Holy crap. Wow, what did he hit me with? He hit me with cripple, strength decreased by 2. How much damage did he do? 22 and 20. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. I don't know why I'm opening that up. We are going to use my electrical... Actually, no, we're not. We're going to use the punch, because he's all by himself. And he's level 10. So he's stunned. Let's see, what can I do? We can put him on fire. No, not that one. Flamethrower, here we go. Because he's all by himself, so I don't really need the big guns for that. Nice, holy crap, that totally kicked his butt. I don't know what he's wearing, but it's not very good against fire. And something I was kind of curious about, I haven't really been paying too close attention, but maybe you guys might know the question, or the answer to this question, is If you use certain abilities, whether it's weapons or fire or, you know, throwing knives or something like that, does it damage his armor? Because I know that if you kill them fast enough, the health hypo will be there, the grenades that they were supposed to use will be there, and then you look at their armor and it has durability. Because I hit him with spells or because I hit him with fire, does that go down? Is it better off if I use certain abilities of trying to get a higher durability for money-wise than other ones? I know, like, if you're shooting him with a weapon, chances are his durability is going to be pretty low because you're hitting him with, you know, bullets and stuff, and that should lower the durability. But I don't know about magic. It may not do anything at all. So we got a steel combat knife, 11 to 18 mechanical. We got some Rathound leather overcoat, which isn't that bad. 20% for mechanical, 8% to cold. Persuasion decreased by 3, and stealth increased by 21. That's kind of nice for stealth, actually. And then we got 7 coins and a health hypo. You know, I could actually, at some point, put just a couple points into our stealth just for the whole purpose of being able to wear some of that armor that gives us, you know, a boost to our stealth. Because I think if you don't have any points into your stealth at all, it doesn't matter if it increases it by a certain percentage if you don't have any percentage. If it's 0, you know, 20% of 0 is still going to be 0. So I think you have to put a couple points into that. Although that armor, I believe, said 21 points and not 21%, so we still may be able to... I think we've actually been here before. Yeah, I think we have been here before. We just didn't come down this little pathway. Okay, so let's go back, and we will go up instead, because that's definitely a way we have not been before. And I think that's going to head into the right direction. That's what I said before, is this is the right direction we need to head. And one of the things I have noticed is some of these grates, some of these doors, actually close when you zone or when you save your game or come back in, and some of them don't. Like, some of them will stay open forever. And I like it when they do, because that lets me know that I've been to a certain area and that I've searched everything there. The ones that close are kind of, you know, throwing me off a little bit, and I don't know if I've been to that certain region, or like, oh, did I forget that little tiny small area in the middle and I just didn't get there again? It looked like there might have been somebody right here for a split second. No, unless he went back in. Let's come over here. There's probably going to be some invisible guys over here. Let's see a box. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. I think that's the first time we've ever fell through a trap before. That was kind of cool. What is this? A lurker gunslinger. Should we hit him first? I think we're going to hit him first, because these dogs probably not going to be that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and stun this guy. Okay, you're stunned, punk. And then we are going to use... We can use fear on this dog. Oh, a hungry dog. So you fall through a trap that's sitting there with very, very hungry dogs. That's kind of wicked. It's kind of messed up, too, but it's very, very cool. Let's go ahead and stun you. And let's see how much damage did it do. Wow, these dogs have a decent amount of hit points. Like, this guy only went down to about 60% life, and these guys only took like a 5% hit. This guy didn't take a bad hit either, so this might be a pretty tough fight. Just have to see how it goes. So he's the only one that can hit me this turn. I can fear him as well. Actually, I can't. I gotta wait for that to come back 7 turns. That's gonna be a long, long time. So let's see. We will go ahead and stun you. And that takes care of you for now. I could probably kill you, and you're going to attack. Well, that's going to suck. Can I use anything else? No, I cannot use anything else. You know what I could do is come in here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And that way, at least only one dog can attack me at the same time. This guy over here will be able to shoot over them, which is fine, because he's going to get close enough to them that my electrical attack will actually take into effect a lot more. Wow, 59 critical hit, knee wound, 23. I'm gonna have to heal myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal myself. You're a little punk, man. I hope I can hit. What? I didn't even get to go. Why does he get to go twice? Holy crap. I might die here. Oh, no, 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 no. Negative 49. Oh, come on. Why did they both get to go? Why did everybody get to go twice and I only want to get to go once? I don't understand that. We are going to use an advanced health hypo because I don't have a choice on that one. That still didn't get me all the way back up. Let's see. You are still immune, I think. These guys are almost dead. If I hit him, it should bounce over to this guy. So we will do that. And it should kill off the dogs, I'm hoping. There we go. This guy's taking a little bit bigger hit. And I'm out of power? No, it's because I healed myself. That's right. So I got tackled. Movement points decreased by 16. The character suffers 6 bleeding damage every turn and gains no movement points. That's pretty harsh, and I can't even heal myself again. So let's go ahead and end our turn. If he gets another couple critical hits, I think I'm dead. I don't think I can survive that again. Not considering he gets, what, 5 hits, and then he gets another turn before I even get to go again? Which he didn't get to do that turn. I wonder why he got it the first time. Okay, so we're going to try this. If it hits both of them, I almost feel sorry for you. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens when you're on fire and you're running away like a little coward. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Let's put it here instead. Maybe it couldn't hit that one little spot. Well, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, which was put fear on him. Can I heal myself at least? Maybe? Hopefully? No, I cannot. If he gets a critical hit, I'm dead. Oh my god, come on. No! No! Don't kill me! How close am I? Oh, I'm at 30 hit points, and this is only going to heal me up 160? I don't know if that's going to be enough, guys. So let's stun him. Should be ready to do that again. Okay, now he's stunned. The dog. What is it on me? Is it a tackle? Why am I not getting as many action points every turn as I normally do? Not that I have a whole lot of power to mess with anyways, but still. Okay, so you're stunned, or you were stunned anyways, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and use... I'll destroy you. Yeah, pretty much. Let's use this on this guy, and then I will heal myself up. Oh, you know what? I can't. I gotta wait. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Well, what can I use then? I need to kill you. Can I use fire, maybe? I don't have really a lot of power. I don't think it's gonna do that much. If I get lucky, maybe it will light him on fire, but I doubt it will. Let's try it. I might be better. Actually, it's not going to hit him. Am I too far away? Can I do this? Nope, I can't do that either, okay? What about... There we go. So I will use my perception and do that again, because that actually does quite a bit of damage. I probably should have been doing that from the very beginning. And I just got to hope that he doesn't critical hit me again a couple of times in a row, because that's going to be pretty nasty. I'm only at 89 right now. And he had to reload. The dog is still stunned, so let's go ahead and use this on him. It will hit him and the dog. There we go, and the dog's almost dead. Wow, this is a tough fight. If I hadn't been completely healed up before I fell down here, I don't know if we would have survived. Let's see, can I heal myself? No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this. Let's see, did it get me up to 40%? It did. Okay, so let me go ahead and use my bandage. And in good time, too, because I am taking damage from this knee wound, so that's pretty cool. It's going to keep going up. I think this is the first time that I've actually gotten my full effect out of my bandage. That's not something we normally do. Adrenal gland component, biology 40, large intestines 2, healthy animal heart times 2. That's because several animals died right there, so that's like 2 corpses. Healthy animal heart and large intestine. Let's see what this guy has. And there's another guy here. Was he already dead? I think he was, because I don't think we killed 2 of them. We got a flashbang grenade, which he didn't use. I'm kind of surprised he didn't. That would have probably destroyed me if he had used that at the right time. We got a 5mm Hawker. We got an overcoat, insulated overcoat, 22 mechanical, 42 heat, and 19 cold. 22, yeah, it's a little higher than mine, except for the mechanical, which is 27 on mine. What is the armor penalty? Is 15, the same. Stealth decreased by 60%. Immune to burning. Threshold 200% against bullets. Not that bad, and the durability is 990 out of 1400, so didn't really take that much damage. 5mm case, 4 of them. 5mm standard rounds, 10 of those, and 13 coins. What about this guy? Ooh, 7.62mm Marauder. This is a assault rifle. 1534 mechanical. Impact speed is high. Base action points is only 13, so that's not too bad at all. Minimum strength is 6, and minimal weapon skill is 15, so you do need a little bit before you can use that. Pig leather overcoat, mechanical 23, 7.62mm standard round, 40 of them, 5 coins, and a health hypo. So I did lose out a little bit on my health hypos there. I used a lot more. In fact, this leads over to another zone entrance where this leads back up. I think I will head back up first just to see what was in that chest. It's probably not going to be anything there because it was just a trap. Like, that was the only reason for getting you down here, but I think we're going to head back up. But again, we're going to end the episode here, guys. If you do like these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. I love to hear what you think. If I've missed anything, like those doors that Rob pointed out, make sure you let me know that. I don't always catch everything, and it's kind of cool to go back and check some of that older stuff out that we just could see at the beginning and just like, oh, I only dream about when we were going to open it up, and we actually got to that point. So very, very cool. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch